to the game. Yo, what is up, guys? It's Diecast here once again with a little on the high side racing league, and tonight we are here, race number 3, and also the second race of the West Coast Swing here for us. Pheonix is going to be a very interesting track, of course. The B Series race was interesting here. I'm Diecast. Is what's up, Rock NASCAR, the one, the only, the GOAT, the legend himself. As I take a nice sip of Ray's energy. Tonight is going to be very interesting. Pheonix, we talked about Pheonix on the B Series side of how tires are going to be the major issue here tonight. Pheonix being a heavy tire racetrack, especially trying to save those tires. So everybody's going to be pitting before their fuel window tonight, which is going to be a very interesting part of the race today. Is going to be the tire strategy, of course. Now, as we're going to get ready for this race pretty soon here. Hopefully everybody's having a good night, of course, in chat. So, and once Zyler gets in there, they'll be ready and get going. Well, Zyler's in the lobbies. They're going to probably roll it here. Like I said, should be a good night tonight. Some racing. Of course, racing. Of course, I'm hearing there's 14, 15 guys tonight. Oh, okay. Well, apparently Huncho has a beautiful voice, according to Colin. So, hold on. Here we go. Got everyone. There we go. So I'm getting sending some things. So right now I'm doing my usual social media stuff, or at least Discord stuff. I'm sending it through Discord. There we go. Back to the chat, of course. Hopefully everybody has a good night tonight. Huge achievement. I didn't look until now, but apparently we have hit 450 followers on Twitch. Need 50 more to get to 500. I cannot wait. So let's go. We're hitting those achievements. We're hitting the strides to 500. So, I can accept that, right? Just want to make sure. Okay. We can accept the race invite here tonight for the race here at Pheonix. There we go. 16 cars here tonight, including our hot seat. Is our hot seat here? Is our hot seat here tonight for the B Series? Okay. I'm hearing he should be. So as right now we are loading in here for Pheonix, race number 3 of the season. As here we go. So we're loading in. We're still on the Fanatec pedals because you know what? This game sold its soul out for Fanatec, apparently. I mean, they sold their soul to Fanatec. To put Fanatec in this game, let me tell you. As we hear, they're already green. So, but here we go. Jumpy up front, followed by the 2 of Ding. As they're looking side by side here, down the back, into turns 3 and 4. Who's going to lead? Lap 1, 3 wide for the lead. 9 into the 2, 2 into the 10. 10's going to lead lap 1. Oh, 4 wide here, Pheonix. Oh, that's 2, 3, 4 cars wrecking. No caution. Everything's green. No caution for that. That was 5, 6, 7 cars that just wrecked. And no caution? Well, that's not good. Ooh, 24 into the 42 right there. So here we go, off of turn number 2. 43's in the wall. That's going to definitely check up that line here, heading into turns 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and see. There is our hot seat driver, Nasformer, in the 21, who won this race in the B Series on Sunday. Did an awesome job stealing it away from the 9 and the 00. Good race from Nasformer, but already not a good start for him. There's Fire Ghost in the 16. There's Zyler in the 20. There's the 10 of Jumpy. Up front in the lead. Jumpy looking to see if he can get his first A-Series win here at Pheonix. Already doing a great job up front. Ooh, 9 in the wall there entering turns 1 and 2 as he's going to kind of go out of the groove here, trying to take a nice little diamond approach here coming out of turn number 2. But the 6 of B13 to his inside. B13, a driver who I've seen win a lot here at Pheonix. He's looking to see if he can get that second spot. As it's only just me in the booth. Toby's not here tonight. Smokin's not here tonight. Okay. Hold on. I gotta get to Discord. The Dis of Chords. Here we go. Oh, we got a lag warning on the 6. Yeah, it seems like we got a lag warning on the 6, so is yeah, that is not good. So yeah, not good. So right now is I'm trying to find Caleb in my Caleb. There's Caleb. Hold on here, boys. 29 to go here from Pheonix. Stage number 1, by the way. Help me commentate. The race. Toby and Smokin' not here. Okay, as I just messaged Caleb right there. Had to take a little time out to message Caleb. 9 to the inside. 8. Ooh. He whacked the 1? Okay. Well, apparently we're hearing the 6 is lagging so bad he whacked the 1. So he's going to have to pull off somewhere. He's gotten penalized for his lag. Of course, that is not good for the 6. It is not going to turn out well. So, yeah. Oh, 10 in the wall. 9's going to take the lead from it. Well, ooh, the 6 got really close to the wall there, entering turns 3 and 4. Which that looks like it's going to be a pain spot all day. There's the 2 of Ding who wrecked on lap 2 of the race. You know, not looking good. That caution not coming out is really going to affect that 2 car here early on in the race. So, you know, you're going to have to look at this point of view from the 2 and see what your strategy is going to be now. Heavily damaged race car, got some worn tires now. I don't know what's going to be the strategy for that 2, but he's already got a lap down early. Let me tell you. Strategy here is definitely not to go a lap down early. So the 9 is up front. Let's go through the field. There's the 43 of left-hand Huncho. A winner here at Pheonix, by the way. Let's see. B13 had to pull off for his leg, but he's also a winner here at Pheonix. Slight Savage already up to about P2. Good job by the 1. I think if I had to go look back if we did Pheonix last season for the B series. But yeah, Slight Savage did an awesome job. Of course, B series champion. Let's see. The best. All we got to do for the best is hope that this man does not lag out, because he has the history of lagging out almost every race. Hunter Boy in the 8, of course. You got to look out for him for some strategy, of course. He likes to pull some strategy, whether it's early pit, short pit, saving some fuel. You know, maybe getting that later run and pit late. But Hunter Boy is going to be a guy you want to watch out for. Just to my fists, of course, in 88. He got involved in that 6-7 car pile up. The 8's getting really loose. he had to really brake and let off there so he didn't wreck the car through the dog leg. There's Highside Hobie. Highside Hobie currently in 4th right now. He's doing a great job. Of course, he did well at Pheonix here last season, the last couple seasons. Truly Kiki in the 42. He can do good here at Pheonix. It's the fact that can his internet sustain? Can he not lag out? Is really the big question for this 42. He's had lag out issues all race long. I shouldn't say all race long, more like all of last season and so far a little bit this season. So you gotta watch out for the 42. Today, RTSB Killer. Let's just hope he doesn't wreck, which he's already had. Ian in the 18. These guys are going to hope for some good days, maybe some lag outs, maybe some cautions. Naz, former of the hot seat, got involved in that wreck on lap 2, I should say. Has not looked good for him since. Fire Ghost in the 16 ran really well here in the B series race, and he's already doing an awesome job here up and avoided that wreck, so he definitely gained a lot of spots out of that. But he's looking to see if he can gain more, as he's got the sights set on the 6. Zyler, who was involved in that lap 2 wreck as well, not really good. Jumpy in 3rd, who's currently holding strong right now. Ding in the 2, a lap down. He's going to go multiple down now as he's heading down pit road. And then, of course, the 9 of Trick up front, and your leader here at Pheonix doing an awesome job. So, let's see. Hopefully everybody's having a good night so far. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody here is having a great night so far. We're having a great night of racing. Okay, Caleb says he's 30 minutes away from his home, so he'll jump on when he gets home. So I'll probably survive a stage and halfway through stage 2. And then Caleb hops in, which is good. Well, it looks like the 1's pitting, so pit stops are starting here, folks. The 1's actually in the inside wall. I've never seen that strategy to slow down your car. What strategy to hit slow your car to not speed, hit the inside wall? Apparently that is a strategy. 9 car spin this time. That is the word. Here we go. 9's coming down. 10's coming down. Top 2. They're in. 24 is going to cycle to the lead. 43 is also coming in. It looks like the 21 or the 16 might be coming in as well. There's your leader, Highside Hobie. 24 is going to enter pit road with the 42, a Truly Kiki right behind him. Going to come down with the 8 of Hunter Boy. Oh, wow. They almost entered pit road 3 wide right there. Well, as everybody's coming down pit road for their first pit stops, might be the only pit stops of the day, depending on how their tires are. Our tires are going to be a big factor in this race. Let's see, 24's in, 42's in. 8's going to go into his pit box as we're speaking. Who, I don't know who the leader is. I think it might still be the 24 or the... Oh, actually, no. It might be the 21 who's just coming down. 21, yeah. 21 in the pits. So, tires are going to mean a lot here. So, the overcut might be the way to go. Here at Pheonix. Maybe gain some ground. Maybe get some time going. As long as you can protect those tires and make sure they run out all the way, should be fine. 21's in. 21 is currently the leader. 9 is now the leader, so let's get to the 9 of Trick, who's up front. He's got the 1 of Slight Savage right behind him. As we got 13 to go, 12 at the line. Here in stage 1. we're looking at right now. 9 already. What a great solid run to start off the race. So here we go. It's like we saw the 16. I know it's not 16. The 21 exiting out. He will go lap down. But what I think with those fresher tires is I think he'll get his lap back here. At second place with a nice little battle. 10 a Jumpy, 1 a Savage. It's like we're seeing the B series from last season just come right into play right now. Like we said in the B series last season, it seems like these two just never can get away from each other in the B series. Come to the A series, they still can't get away from each other. They still want to battle each other. They're coming up on a lap car of the 18 of Ian. Ian's going to get out of the way. The 16, I don't know if the 16 is kind of being respectful and waiting until they're done battling, but the 10 clears the 1. So Jumpy's going to go to the second spot, while the 1's going to fall to third. What will the 21 do? 21's got fresher tires than the top 3. He's just a lap down. He's got to figure out, he's got to make sure nobody else gets lapped here before the end of the stage at least, so he can stay the first car lap down. But he also, and this is the major part, he also has to hope that, you know, maybe he can get to the leader on lap himself, and then he won't have to start at the rear of the field for the restart. He would start kind of where he would be if he was on the lead lap, which would be closer to the lead lap cars, because when you get the free pass, you start behind all the lap down cars instead of starting behind, you know, the lead lap cars. So, oh, is the 18 slow? 18 is slow, as that was Ian. 7 to go this time by at the line. For the 9, a trick is, oh, the 2 of Ding, who I think Ding is already a lap down. So he's going to go 2 down. Yeah, he's going to go 2 down here. If he does not at least pick up the pace or hold on, as we got 7 to go. Going to be coming to 6 this time. See what that 9 car is already pulled away from the 10. And the 10 is definitely going to have to hope for a good stage 2, maybe start making some adjustments here on the 9. That's going to be the biggest question here, is what can the adjustments that the 10 can do. So let's just see. 1's also in third. Good run from Savage as well. You know, that 9 is up front. Yeah, I'm surprised the 21's not, you know, using those fresh tires that he has. It's kind of just sitting right with the 1 and right with the 10. So it looks like he's going to hold on for the free pass unless somebody makes a mistake. It's on the lead lap. He doesn't need to worry about Ding, because Ding's going to go 2 down here coming up. So already not going to be good for Ding, who got wrecked on lap 2. They went 4 wide, and it just turned into a ping pong effect between 2 cars, and the 2 was just the bad end of it. So, you know, and several other cars also got lapped too because of heavy damage in that crash. We were surprised that the caution didn't come out for it too. So the 9 doing a great job, holding strong, holding steady, doing a great job in that 9. There's how many to go here? 3 to go here for stage 1. Awesome job from the 9 so far. Oh, he's going to move the 2 right out of the way. The 2 is going to give a little hit in the quarter panel. I don't think he appreciated that. And the 2 hits the wall. Ooh, that let the 10 really close up. The 10 really closed up on the 9 with the little altercation right there. Let's see, 2 to go. Can the 10 make a run at the 9? Here in stage 1. At 10, trying his best to get to the 9. He's gonna get one more chance as we're coming to 1 to go here, stage 1. think the 10's going to try and at least cut a little bit more dog leg right here. As here we go into turn 1. Oh, 9 goes wide. It's going to be able to cut it down, get a good momentum off. Here we go. It's the 2 actually going to battle with the 10, and that should help the 9 out a little bit more. As here we go through turns 3 and 4. And the 9 of Trick. Stage 1 winner at Pheonix. This Trick is going to win stage 1 here at Pheonix. Good job by the 9 right there. 9 doing an awesome job getting the stage 1 win. Here, let's see what stage 2 brings. I think stage 2 is like a 30-40 lap stage. Maybe even 50 laps. Yeah, oh, Pheonix. Why must you be this long? Dang, Caleb, why couldn't you speed your way home? You said you sped on many highways to get home before, so please. Speed on another highway. Looking at 4. Well, here we go. Restart. Green flag. 9 and the 10. Here we go on the front row. Here we go in the 1. So here we go off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. 9's got the 10 clear. Here comes the 42 of Kiki. He's going to look to the inside of the 10. Here for the second spot. Here comes the 9 sliding up in front of the 10. 9 out front. The 10's going to see if he can challenge. 53 laps here in stage 2. Oh, the 42 sends it on the outside. What can he do? He's going to get a major run. He's going to challenge for the lead. Kiki in the 3 and 4. Kiki's going to clear for the lead. What a job from the 42 to get 2 for 1 right there. As he got to the outside of the 10 entering 1, got to outside of the 9 exiting 2, and cleared them both. Well, that's going to make this race interesting with the 42 up front. There's the 42. 42 is going to run a little bit wide there. He's in the corner. Oh, that's how, if you're trying to save tire, running the dog leg is not the way to go. But here we go. Oh, and the 24 in the wall there off of 2. So 42 up front. Can the 9 re-challenge for the lead? It's going to be the biggest question. Can he re-challenge? Oh, 10. I think the 10 just hit the wall majorly somewhere. Or got a little high. Whichever one happened. There's the 16 of Fire Ghost. 3 wide for third. 1 into the 16. 16 into the 24. 10's going to split in the middle. I don't think splitting in the middle was the smart decision there, 10, but good thing you backed out of it. He doesn't. Yeah, you're running the dogleg con. You're definitely not saving tires, or not even attempting to. Well, the pristine line to run the save tire is not the dogleg. This here comes Slight Savage. Here we go, battle for the lead. See 9 and the 42 side by side. Who's gonna clear? That's gonna be the biggest question. Here we go, 3 and 4. Can the 9 slide up and clear? Nope, 42 got a good enough run. Can the 9 clear here in the dogleg? Oh, here we go. He's going to send it. 42 is going to roll the outside very well. 9 sending it in the corner, which is not helping the 9 because the 42 can just roll the top and absolutely just stick with them, which is not helping either one of their cases right now. So the 9's, let's see, the 9's going to just go back behind the 42 and see if the 42 can make a mistake. Maybe he re-challenge here. He's going to look low. Does he get to the inside? No, he don't. He's going to look inside again here through turns 3 and 4. He's going to come off of the bottom here. 42 runs way wide off of turns 3 and 4. I mean, he gets really close to the wall off of 3 and 4. 9's going to send it into the inside. He might clear the 42 here, unless the 42 is going to get a nice enough of a run. 9 clears. 9 back to the lead. Is the battle for the lead. Did very well right there between the 9 and the 42. That was good battle right there. So, how's everybody's night doing in chat? Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 9's up front, 42 sitting in second. Right now I'm just flipping, commentating a race and doing some stuff here. So the question is, does anybody have the car for the 9? It looks like everybody has the car for him on the short run. Looks like nobody has the car for him on the long run. So it's going to be the question of whether the 9 can get a short run set up in here. If it comes to a restart or anything, that could definitely determine the outcome of this race. If it does become a like overtime style race for either stage or the finish of the race. So that's going to be the biggest question. So let's just see how this race goes. 24 is getting some pressure from the 10 of Jumpy. Let's go on board with the 10 of Jumpy. Go 3 and 4. Well, 10 running a little bit of a lower line than the 24 there. And then they kind of even out. Here we go, down the dog leg. Into turns 1 and 2. He's going to look a little bit lower than the 24. 24 goes a little higher. 10's kind of sticking a little bit lower right now. Let's see what happens here in 3 and 4. 24 kind of sends it in. 10 kind of lets it roll into the corner and gets a good exit off of 4. So there's multiple ways to run Pheonix, of course, like we say, in the corners. You can either send it in, go up the racetrack and kind of diamond the corner. With how the banking is here at Pheonix, you can really run this place like it's New Hampshire, kind of. So, that's how you can run Pheonix, but you also got to look at it from this way as well, that diamonding the corner might be a good option, or just running the top. Top is where it looks like everybody likes to go, and then diamonds to the bottom. They either enter top, exit bottom, or they enter top, stay in the top side, and get momentum off the corner. It really depends. It's caution. Game caution. Can we get like 20 more of those? Oh, the 16, the 43. Looked like got into it. Looks like the 16 went around and the 43 was the eventual victim. So caution out for incident. First time for incident today. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, basically. Getting involved on a wreck in lap 2 that caused, like, I mean, I don't know. Okay, here we go. About ready to go. Green flag. 9 and 42 on the front row. Green flag. He thought there was no apron roll. 42 was just The 42 is like, you know what? I'm going to go and hit the 9. Is there an apron roll here at Pheonix? You got to wait until the leader hits the line, or you got to wait until you hit the line? Oh, okay. Yeah, what is playing? Yeah, what is that? $34 to go. Here, stage 2 here from Pheonix. 42 is still hanging on to the outside of this 9. I do gotta say, as the 42 is gonna clear for the lead. Here comes the 24. Not gonna lie, this is the best competition right now. Is, you know, it looks like the 9's got a very long run race car. So it looks like the short runs is not his forte, because he's fallen 2 positions from the start of this restart. Since the 10 is battling him here, 9's got that outside lane. 10's going to get the inside. Here, 3 and 4. 10's running below the yellow line where, you know, it's legal to run there. So, you know, it's going to be more difficult to run that bottom like the way he's doing. And that's why the 9 kind of cleared the 10. 9's going to go to the inside of the 24 here for the second spot. As these two have been battling a lot last season. They're going to battle here at Pheonix. Right now, this is probably the best bet for the 42, is hope that 9 gets kind of caught up behind traffic, especially with the 24, you know, so that 42 can go ahead and pull away here a little bit, because he knows the 9's going to be faster on the long run. So, you know, we're looking at right now, the 9, he's looking to see if he can make a couple spots here before the long run gets in, and he can just pull away with the lead a little bit more. So, as my controller falls. So, well, still very early here from Pheonix. 9 sitting in third. Let's get to your leader though. Let's get to the 42 there of Truly Kiki. Truly Kiki up front, like we said, he's fast. The only thing you gotta worry about is his Wi-Fi, because his Wi-Fi is completely like McDonald's Wi-Fi, and it's absolutely very bad. So, you gotta hope, if you're the 42, to maybe see if you can hopefully have a prayer today and stay in the race, because it looks like he has a really good short run car, but the 9's got the better long run race car. So it's going to be definitely a big question of, you know, what's going to be the end of the race. Will it be short or long run? That's going to be the question here, because, you know, it depends on the race car you're looking at. Right now it looks like the 42 is the best short run, while the 9 has the better long run. Well, I haven't seen enough of you. I've seen you in the 5th and 4th this whole race. Can't talk about you yet. Yeah, you know, it's also sandwiched meat, but do you talk about the meat? Okay, what about the cheese? What about the lettuce? You know, yeah, the meat makes the sandwich, but you know, it's the condiments that you put on the sandwich that make it even better. Right now, you're the meat, but, you know, we're keeping an eye on the condiments. So, it's the 42 just lost the lead to the 24. 24 is going to go to the lead now. Now the 42 is going to battle with the 10. It's the 9. It's the 9 has found his way up to second. So it's the 42 and the 10 going to go at it. 24 up front. What's up to the 7 viewers watching? Hopefully y'all are having a good night. There we go. 9 and 24. This is like last season all over again. Both of them are battling already. Oh, let's see what the 10 can do as the 9 goes back to the lead. So right now, 24 is going to send it back in. Almost hit the 9 there in the quarter panel. The no quarter panel. I like to call it the no-no quarter panel. The rear bumper's the no-no square, the quarter panel's the no-no quarter panel. Or we can just make the whole car a no-no square. Up to everyone. 23 laps to go here in stage 2. As you can see, that last time, the 42 and the 43 are going to try and save tire. Yes, they're going to try and save tire. They ran the long way around. Of course, everybody on NASCAR Heat knows, if you run the top side here and you don't run that dog leg, you run the regular racetrack where the dog leg is, you can save a lot of tire up there, because the dog leg requires turning. You know, it requires a lot of turning in the dog leg when you cut the dog leg. If you use the regular racetrack, you have to slightly turn, which takes less heat off your tires and saves your tires. Ooh, is the 16 in the wall right there? Got a little loose there off of turn 2. That's also kind of the product of saving tire. The right rear will start to wear, so that's why you have to have a really tight race car, especially if you're going to save tires. The 20's around on the dog leg. That is Zyler nose first into the wall. Not good for the 20. What do you mean the 20's still here? He is clearly going in the 1 right now. Oh, okay. Oh, he just spun it. That's about it. He just only spun it. He did the whoop-de-doo spin into the inside wall, but he is fine. As we're looking on board with the 10. He did the do-do-dee-da-do-do-dee-da-dee-dee-do. Dee-da-do-do-do-do-dee-dee-doo. Here comes Jumpy up on the 24. 24 made a little mistake there out of 2, getting a little loose. So, let's go ahead and look back on that 42 and 43. Like we said, they were saving tire. Like we always said, the best way to save tire is to run the racetrack. So that's what they're doing. They're running the racetrack. They're also kind of running a little bit of the dog leg, but like we said, less turn that you have to do on that dog leg, the less tire you wear, but then the rear tires will start catching up to you, and that's when the car's going to get a little loose. It's got to hopefully balance out the looseness of the race car. So there's the 2. Since we're on board with the 2 here, Ding. He's trying to make some laps back, especially since he is 2 laps down, or he's 1 lap down. I don't know if he took a wave around in those scenarios, but he is laps down still. As he's currently behind the 16, a Fire Ghost. As the 10 down pit road, first of the top 3 to pit. Oh, 16 in the wall. 2 makes contact. The 2's going to save it. Good save. 24 is going to come in this time. 9's coming this time. Let's see. Who's going to last more on the racetrack? Will it be these guys pinned, or the 42 or the 43? See, 24 and the 9 are going to come down, so the 6 and 42 are going to assume the top 2 spots. So here we go. 3 and 4. Who's going to come down pit road this time? Will it be the tire savers or the non-tire savers? No, yeah, that looks like the strategy. 42 might be looking at his 2 tires. You gotta save those left sides. You know, the left sides, usually in this game, the left sides are not the one that wear as much. They don't wear as much as the right. So, you know, 42. Working the outside here. 6 got to the inside. Will the 6 pit this time? That's going to be a big question. Oh, 42 and the 6 are pitting. 43 is going to stay out with the 21. Oh, the 42. That might be speeding for the 42 right there. He kind of came in a little too fast for my liking. I'm going to say that now. He came a little bit too fast for my liking. So let's go ahead and look back at the 43. 21's coming in. 43 is going to stay out on the racetrack. 43, like we said, tire saver. He's saving those tires by running, not the dog leg, but by running the actual racetrack, as he's going to pit this time. .43 coming down. And he's in. Pit stops are going down. Okay, I gotta see if Caleb's on. Let's see, let's hope Caleb's on. Caleb. Okay, this is less seen a day ago. Okay. Let's hope Caleb gets home, please. It's been 32 minutes. Oh, I'll send him an invite whenever he messages me. Shout out to the 6 people watching. It has 7. But, you know, right now 43 exiting pit road. He's going to exit behind the 21. Who's the leader right now? 9 cycled back out as the leader. Let's get to the 9 here of Trick. How many to go? 10 to go here, stage 2. So 10 to go, 9 to go this time around. See what happens. So it's the 9 up front with a huge lead on the 24. 9's looking really good here. Pheonix, he is doing an awesome job right now. But you know, it's going to be wondering how this race is going to end now. You know, with all the tire strategies that we could have here at the end. So let's just see what happens. It's going to be still, like I said, a long way to go. So everyone's still got a chance. We got a couple cars a lap down. A lot of those cars that are a lap down are the cars that were in that lap 2 incident of the race. So they have just not found any luck since that wreck. So, you know, let's go ahead and look. Well, it's also the fact that Ding got wrecked by somebody, so, you know. To be honest, that should have been a caution. I saw like 5-6 cars wreck. Well, 24 and the 10 battling for the second spot. 10 and 24 battling. Here comes the 10. 10 trying to see if he can close and probably get to the inside here of the 24. As right now we're looking at this battle right here for second. 10's going to get to the rear bumper almost. He's going to see if he can get a nice little run here down the back in the 3 and 4. See how this race goes now. I can go look. Hold on. Yes, it is the 18. As I think I see you, and I do see you. Oh, and the 18 pitted himself. Oh, well. Well, he pulled the Yoshi, folks. He pulled the Yoshi from Sunday. Yoshi pitted himself in the B Series race, and did not end well for Yoshi. Actually, Yoshi ended up getting back on the lead lap and almost finishing really well in that race. So as we're looking at the 10, it's the 10 cleared the 24 for a second spot. So Jumpy getting to second place here, Pheonix. Like we said, tire abrasive. 24 kind of almost gets to the no-no square. He does hit the no-no square. Just a little bit though. Out of 4 here, down through the dog leg. 2 to go at the line? Yeah, okay. We're gonna have 2 to go this time. And these laps are going fast. Here, Pheonix. It is like what, 28 second laps? Pheonix lap times are like 28, right? 26? Okay. 28's what Xfinity, I think, runs here. 28, 27s. I forget Cup runs like maybe a second faster. So we're going to come to the one to go here in stage 2. His second place is still going to battle it out here. So here we go through 3 and 4. Come to the one to go here. Is what's up, Racing Boogity 223? So we're coming. Oh, here we go. One to go. Oh, in stage 2, the 9 dominated so far in this race. Stage 1. Now down the back straightaway here, going into turns 3 and 4 here in stage number 2. And he's going to easily win stage 2 here from Pheonix. Trick's stage 2 winner. Good stage win by the 9. Stage 3 is going to get a little bit more interesting. Let's go over our usual shout-outs. Let's go ahead and shout out Raise Energy. Go get yourself some Raise Energy today. Raise Energy, the #1 energy drink of Law on the High Side Racing League. Go use our code ALOHSRL at checkout. Saves you 15% off. Also, go and subscribe to the YouTube. That's where this race is going to be up tomorrow. And also join the Air Just Cause Discord as well. The Air Just Cause Discord. The wonderful Discord of the Air of the Just Cause. Should be fun. Right now, still real early. Stage 3 is quite a bit of laps. I think it's like 60, 50. Was it 70 laps? Yeah, so here we go. Restart 9 and 10 on the front row. Green flag. Oh god, look at how they're... Oh, the 2's around. Off the start. The 2 spun it off the start. Here we go, through 1 and 2. 9 on the bottom. 10 trying to look on the outside. He's trying to get them down here into turns 3 and 4. 3 wide for the lead. Almost. I thought the 1 was going to send it into 3 and 4. Not going to happen. 10 to the lead. Like we said, the 9 has the long run car. So, you know, everybody's going to pass them here, really. You know, 9 does not get going on these restarts, but it takes them about 5-6 laps to get back up to speed. You know, that's what everybody's doing. Here comes Nasformer in the 21, the B Series hot seat this week here at Pheonix. He won here off of a 2-lap shootout. Stole the win from the 00 and the 9. Did an awesome job. 57 laps here left in the final stage of the race. And right now, that 21 is trying to get around here for 4th, and he will. 21 to the 4th spot. So, JetJar said, what happened to Colin? Colin had some damage, and with the repair that he had. Yeah. So, yeah, the 24 had some damage there before the restart. He had to go fix it, and he lost a lot of spots because he had to fix that damage. So, he's going to look and see if he can make up those spots. But right now, they got 3 wide ahead of him. On board with the 24. On board with the 24 here. I'm going to see if if Caleb's on. Well, rip. He said he'd be home in 30 minutes. It's been way past 30. So way past 30, it's going on 50. Yeah, he's saying 1 day ago home. So let's go on board with the 88 as well here. Just not having the day he's wanted. He has not done really well due to the fact that his car has just really been struggling. Especially, it was a struggle because he got involved in that lap 2 crash that really affected his race car, and really slowed him down, put him a lap down. So already the 88, you know, he's trying to see what he can do and salvage the day. So, oh, it's the 24 and the 20 getting a little heated. 20's doored the 24 the last 3 laps apparently. So 24 did not appreciate that over the radio. Here we go. Wow, the 20 is 3 laps down. That is not good. There's the 41, a man like milk. There's truly Kiki in the 42. Like we said, he's got a good car. It's just, I'm concerned about his internet. I'm concerned about his Wi-Fi, because this man has lagged out of the majority of the races last season, and there's a possible chance he's definitely going to lag out the majority of the races this season unless he's fixed his internet. Otherwise, the 42, as he just went around the outside of the 43 for the 3rd spot. He's currently up to P3, hoping that the 9 and the 10 have an epic battle. And they use their tires up, and that 42 can just go right on by, take the lead away. It's going to be crucial to maybe try and, you know, outpace the 9. As 24 is in trouble. I heard that. That is not good. As the 16's gonna clear the 1. The 1's gonna cross over. 3 wide behind him. Between the 21, I think that is the 21 back there. Yeah, the 21, 20, and 6 went 3 wide right there. 16 did clear the 1, so the 16 of Fire Ghost up to P5. Somebody Ross Chastain themselves, apparently. So that means they got dumped by Denny Hamlin, so. It's apparently what the Ross Chastain means. Is the, looks like the 21 is starting to fall some spots here. Looks like 21's got a short run car. 20 gets a little loose into the 24, but the 24 is going to go by. The 20 is multiple laps down. That's what we are hearing. Well, here we go. The 2, a lap car up ahead of the 10 and the 9. This is going to be huge here, especially for the battle for the lead. Does the 10 use the 2 as a pick? Or does the 9 use the 2 as a pick? Oh, the 2 is going to block the 10. Or get to the same lane as the 10 at least. I don't think it was a block. 10's going to go right on by. 9's going to go right on by. 2 is going to take the high side here. But, you know, good job by the 2 getting... Oh, but the 2 is going to cross over on the 9 here. That's not going to help the 9. Here comes the 42 on the bottom. Side by side for second almost, as the 42 is somebody almost wrecked back there. Somebody got really tight. It was a white car. Didn't see what it was or who it was. But like we said already, wow, that lap car did not help the 9 because this brought the 42 to his rear bumper. This is the only way you're going to be able to stop the 9 is you can get somebody to battle him. And it looked like the 2 tried to cross over on the 9. I don't know if he did or he just sent it in and he got underneath him. But, yeah, definitely costed the 9 at least a couple of tenths. I mean, definitely did slow him down. There was contact, so... But the 9 reeling the 10 back in. It's the long run car. You know, the 9 doesn't fire off well, but in the long run, that car really gets going. Ooh, a little bumper. He's going to get to the inside of the 10 here for the lead. 9, oh, a little contact. Ooh, is the 9 going to clear? 10 still hanging on to the outside. 9 sends it in. 10 gives him a bumper. Will the 10 cross over? No. 9 to the lead. He somehow held on to it, even though the 10 was all over his rear bumper. Well, the 10 was all over the 9's rear bumper, and the 9 still finds a way to stay in the front. Well, Also got to notice some other people. Fire Ghost in the 16 is up here too. You look at the 16 doing an awesome job right now. Up in the fifth, so actually the fourth spot. The fifth spot's a battle between Left Hand Huncho and the one a Slight Savage. So, you know, awesome job right there. Ooh, 16 almost in the wall. 16's trying to save some tire. Like I said, how you save tire here? You run the racetrack. You don't run the dog leg. You run the racetrack there in that section of the racetrack. You really just run the regular racetrack. If you run the dog leg, the 10 gets a little loose. It looked like he made a major gain there in 1 and 2. Almost got to the inside of the 9 and just didn't work. 10's going to see if he can get a run here off of 4 at least. But the 9's performing on all cylinders right now on this long run. 9's doing an awesome job. I mean, you can't argue right now the performance of the 9. The 10's just trying to find something that can stick with him. And he's found something in the race car. Because he's kind of have sticked with him a little bit. He might be losing ground, but it looks like he's not losing much. You know, so the 10's going to pit. He's going to short pit. So will a couple other race cars. It looks like the 16's going to come down. The 1's going to come down. The 18's also in the pits. First pit stops here, the final stage. 9 cars coming in. You realize that short pit right there is definitely going to be an advantage to the 10, so he's going to have to come down here this time. So yeah, 9's coming down. The one thing, you just got to hope you don't speed. Which I think the 9 is good at. There we go, in. See how this cycle is going to go through here. I don't know who the leader is now. 88's the leader. Okay. Yeah, just is the leader. Oh, he's pitting this time. 88's going to pit this time. Ooh. Well, 88's in. 2's out on the racetrack. 15-3 from the crew. Now this is going to be tough because the 10 is battling the 8. This is not going to be a clean lap for the 10 on his out lap. Let's see where the 9 comes out compared to the 10. 9's out of pit road. 9's getting up the speed. 10's already got the speed. 9's going to come on the racetrack and it's not even going to change. It was the 8. The 8 holding up the 10. The 10 couldn't get a clean out lap and that's what happened. That's what's going to cost the 10 some time. What happened, Colin? Wow, okay, that is not good for the 24. He's got front and rear end damage due to the lag of the 6. Isn't that a lag warning at least? Yeah, so we're hearing there is some leniency here with the officials, so they're going to let the 6 not have a lag warning on that, but if he has one more lag, one more major lag, is the 10 and the 1 are going, and 18's around. Oh, he comes down, almost hits somebody off the wall. 18 of Ian not having good Pheonix either. This race has been really interesting due to all the lap cars. That lap 2 crash with like 5, 6, 7 cars that just weren't a caution. It's made this race interesting because the 2, I can argue that the 2 has a top 5 race car. But it's just, you know, the wreck that happened on lap 2, which, you know, wasn't his fault, is, the 9. 9, I don't know what happened there. Apparently, he may have had a little issue with the 2. Oh, we're hearing that he did have an issue with the 2. Question is, did that issue give him damage? That's why he's mad. Did not give him damage, but definitely held him up a little bit. There's the 9s up front. Ding, sitting a couple laps down. He's going to pit this time. He's a couple laps down. He's got nothing to lose, really. He's just trying something to gain some spots on the other lap cars at this point. You got a nice little pack here with the 1, the 42, the 8, the 43. You also you got the 21, the 24, and the 6 as well. So this is about 7 cars in one group. If you're a guy looking for a caution right now, this is probably your best bet where it might come from right here. Is this group, with the way they can battle. If they start getting aggressive, the 6 I think just hit the 24. Here comes the 43. One's gonna cross over the 43. 42 is gonna hang on to the outside, and the 42 is gonna take the 3rd spot. As the top 2 is gone from the top 3 right now. Top 3, or from 3rd on back, is just battling right now. Top 2 are gone right now. They can still see them, it's just they can't even touch them. Ooh, 43 may have gotten to the back of the 1 right there, entering turns 3 and 4. Let's go on board with Hunter Boy. 29 laps. They got pit one more time. It's going to be one more stop from here. So the question is, you know, how long do they go? That's going to be the question. You know, I think there's a certain lap that the pit window opens. Especially on with the tires opening. The tires last less than the fuel, so the fuel lasts longer. So the biggest question here, and I think it's especially the biggest question, is when do you pit? That's going to be the question. Your final stop, do you pit when you're in that window where your tires can last all the way, or do you wait a little bit longer enough to wait to take it more advantage of the fresher tires when everybody's on a little bit less worn, or a little bit more worn tires than yours? That's going to be the really big question mark in this race. 24 goes to the inside, the 8 here. Ooh, almost a little contact. That's for the 6th spot. And the 27th. Hold on. That looks like 6th. Okay, this is weird. Hold on. 6th, 5th, 4th. Who's 3rd? Oh, it's the 16. Okay, I forgot about the 16. I thought that was 6. 16 is also surprisingly held up in this battle, too. I mean, he's actually... Oh, the 10's around! With the 3! Is that going to bring a yellow? The 10's flipping! Oh my god! Caution! More cars are flipping! The big one at Pheonix! What happened to the 10 off of 2? And the 3, it looked like the 2 and the 3 might have got, or the 10 and the 3. It looked like the 10 and the 3 had something happen. Oh, that's interesting. And that turned out to be a big wreck. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It's like we talked about, the 9 does not get good restarts, but he has a better long run car than everyone else in the field. Here we go. Green flag. How many to go? 22 remaining. Can they stretch the tires? Who can stretch the tires the longest? 16 into the back of the 9. 6 to the inside of the 16. Off of turn number 2. Down the back. This is probably one of the better restarts the 9's gotten all race. Here we go. Through 3 and 4. And the 9 up front. As the rest of the field's going to battle. Look on board the 43 to look at the Hornet's Nest here in 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2. My bad. Used to be 3 and 4 here at this racetrack. They reconfigured this racetrack back in 2019. The 42s put the 20 in the wall. I mean, it's they reconfigured the track mid 2019. Of course, 2019. You know, they began with the old configuration. Kevin Harvick won, and then no, not 2019, 2018 actually. Let me correct that. 2018. They began the season here at Pheonix as race 3. At the old configuration, which, you know, the back straightaway now is what used to be the start-finish line here at Pheonix. And then they reconfigured it late in the after that race for the second to final race here, what Pheonix used to be, second to race before the championship, and that's when they used the new configuration of this racetrack, which the start-finish line is off of what used to be old turn 1 and 2. Now it's 3 and 4, and you know, it would be right where that dog leg is. So it's going to be a big question mark now on how, you know, this race is going to go. It's the 16 took the lead. The 9's trying to save tire. Now, this is where part of the race gets interesting. If you have a really tight race car, I feel like you have the best advantage of saving tire. Why? Because how saving tires work is the 9 just puts somebody in the wall right there. Here is as this oh, the 6 lagged into the 8. As the 6 is going to be parked for the lag spike, as that is his final warning. Yeah, that is going to be it for the 6. We're hearing the 6 is going to have to back out. But back to the tire part, the tire saving part. How you save tires, you gotta have a tight car. You actually, if I'm preferring everybody to run the dog leg for the first 10 laps. The reason I recommend that, you get the right front wearing. If you have a tight race car, the right front's gonna wear more than the right rear. You know, that's what you want. You want more wear on the right front, because if you try and save tire by running up at the top, you know, less turn will heat the rears a little bit more, as the 1 just moved to 16. And the 1's going to go to the lead. So the 1 to the lead here at Pheonix. As Caleb is here for the final 20 laps of this race. As, like I said, you want a tight race car. You want to run the dog leg for the first 10 laps and then start saving tire, because you want that right front to be worn out so the right rear doesn't get consumed with more rear early in your save, which will make your car looser. So, and it'll also perceive your car from, you know, wrecking more because of the looseness of the right rear. Plus, also wearing your right rear here really is worse than wearing the right front here. If you look at it, I mean, you know, especially get that car, if that car gets loose with the right rear wear, it might be wraps. But the 16, the 1 have not gotten the message of tire saving, because they're battling like it's for the lead out here. Yeah, 16 and 1 are out here battling for the lead. Right here is looks like JetJar put 2 laughing emojis in the chat. Caleb said, "What's new about the 9 killing the 41?" That happened about a long time ago. Can I get a lap count this time? Might be 12. 11 to go. 11 to go here from Pheonix. Who saved the better tire? That's going to be the question. Who can save tires better? Who can make it to the finish? The question is, if nobody can make it to the finish, who's going to take 2? Oh, the 16 moves the 1. Oh, wow, the bumper is being used. 10 to go. Oh, the 1 chops the 16. 16's in the inside wall. Slight Savage just chopped. Yeah, the 1 basically dumped the 16. That is not good. And the 16 has got to be sad, because he was close. Oh, the 10 or the 16 around in front of a couple cars. Oh, and he hits the 3. 2 cars around in turns 3 and 4. So far, still clean and still green. Question is, what is it going to be here in turns 3 and 4? Oh, the 16. Yeah, the rear tires are done on the 16. He can't even roll the race car right now. He can't even get that thing up to speed. Wow, this is not going to be good. Well, as also, we got to point this out, the 42 has brung himself into the mix here for the lead, and also the 10 has brought himself into the mix for the win here too. As I think we got 8 or 7 to go. 7 to go. 6 when we hit the line next time. The 9 chasing, he thinks he saved enough tire. Question is, who saved enough tire? That is going to be the question. Lap car up ahead, it's the 3 RTSB Killer. He was involved in the crash with the 16, so he's going to be the first car that they meet. 1 goes a little high here. 6 to go, coming to 5 this time. 9's peeking inside. That long run car starting to come in. 42 got loose, it looks like, off of turns 2. 9 sends it in. 9 moves the 1. Oh, the 1 and the 9. Side by side for the lead. 5 to go. Oh, the 9 hits the 1. Oh, that's going to help the 9, because that stalled the momentum of the 1. Let's see what the 1 does. Does the 1 maybe make some contact with the 9? Yeah, a little contact. Oh, caution. Yeah, my batteries died just right now, but I got them fixed now. But caution has came out, and things just got interesting. This is going to be green, white. This is going to be like the B series race, and this is going to be green, white checker right here. Wow, well, let's see what happens. This is going to be between the 9, the 1, and a whole bunch of other people. Here we go. The 1 got a better pit stop. Let's see. Slight Savage. Up front, green flag. What will Trick do? 2 to go. What will Jumpy do? What will Kiki do? A lot of guys up front looking for their first career series win. 3 wide for the lead. 9, 1, 10. 9 gets loose. Couple cars are getting loose and almost wrecking. Through 3 and 4. The 10 to the lead. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap remaining. 42 and the 41 crash. 43 put somebody in the wall. Oh, the 10 gets dumped. Here we go. 1 more shot through 3 and 4. 9 hits the wall. 9 hit the inside wall. 42 to the inside. And the 42 gets his first career win. Truly, Kiki finally gets his first career high side win at Pheonix. As the 9 choked it. The 9 choked it. Oh my God. Have you ever? Who's third? Yeah, Kiki. Oh, you got third. So Kiki Kiki finally gets his first career win after finishing second to Trick and Colin and a bunch of other drivers multiple times. He finally gets his first career A-Series win. What a job. It looked like on my screen the 9 sent it, 9 gave him the bumper, and it spun him. It also looked like it was a mixture of the 9 sending it and hitting him, and also he was on that yellow line, probably spun him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. What a finish here from Pheonix. As let's go ahead and get into the interviews here with the third place finisher of High Side Hobie, who gets P3 here today after his issues here. What's up, Bing Bong? Bing Bong.
Did you Bing Bong me?
Yeah, I Bing Bong. Yeah, somebody in
Bing Bong.
Somebody in chat just said Bing Bong. Gotta say Bing Bong.
Oh, Bing Bong.
Bing Bong. First off, we just want to ask, we were hearing you a lot on the radio tonight, a lot of displeasure towards a lot of drivers tonight. What was your issue with the drivers? Because it seemed like the 20 was on your radio a lot. It seemed like 88 was on your radio a lot. Tell us what was,
I was just getting used up. Like, a lot of my problems came from getting used up early in the stage. I just couldn't recover. I mean, my entire Stage 2, I was back in 9th, and then I finally worked my way back up, and then the 10 used me up the track, and it caused me to catch the dog leg trying to come back down and save the car, and I finished 7th. Went from 2nd to 7th at the end of a stage. Stage 1, everybody was getting used up, everybody was trying to figure out the setups, yada yada yada. Now Stage 3, I was on the outside 95% of that stage, just getting beat and banged by every single car that was outside of the top 5. I mean, I don't think there was one number that didn't hit me that wasn't running top 5 all night. And it got annoying. I mean, I played nice last season. I played nice the season before at tracks like this. It's getting to the point where I'm not mad, but I'm going to start driving people like they're driving me because I got nothing to lose at this point. I finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Start driving me like that to keep me in the back, I'm going to give it right back to you. Simple as that. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter if it's a teammate. Doesn't matter if it's a guy that's brand new. I'm not calling anybody out because every single person did it tonight that was around me. So, like I said, not mad. It's just people got to start expecting what they're given.
Okay, well, we do have to also say it was a very up and down for you. You had the damage that really set you back there at the end of Stage 2. Was the damage that you had to repair, like, you must repair that damage, or was it just an optional thing? You were like, you know, I feel like I have to repair it, even though I think I couldn't have?
I had to repair all my damage all day because the damage that I had, every single time I would get it, it would just completely turn my car 180, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I mean, that damage the 6 gave me when he lagged coming out of pit road really set me behind. I could have probably drove up through the field and been 2nd or 3rd, maybe not 2nd, probably 3rd or 4th. I would have been able to pass that group of cars that was battling in front of me, but I got that damage from the 6 because he lagged, and then I wasn't able to get past the 21. The 8 kept driving through me, and then there was another car, I don't know who it was. They just kept going and going and going, and I just couldn't get my car to get back balanced to where I needed it to be, so I just kind of said, screw it. If I'm losing seconds on pit road, maybe I can make them back up the track. And luckily enough, I somehow squeezed the 3rd place out of that. So, can't be too unhappy with the finish. I got some decent points. Should still be 1st in the points. But just a PSA, if people are going to start driving like that, I'm not going to be the nice league owner that I've been the past couple of seasons. I'm going to start doing the same thing. Doesn't matter if it's 1st lap or last lap.
Okay. Well, anything you want to say and shout out here before we go on to 2nd place?
Shout out to the 42 for finally getting over the hump. Finally. And shout out to the 9. He had a fast car all night no matter what happened on track. Don't really know because it's not my battle. But, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people that had really good cars all night. It's just, Pheonix is Pheonix. The bumper can be used, but it was used a little too much in certain places tonight. You try to be too nice and it doesn't get reciprocated. But, shout out to you as always. good single man show tonight. Yeah, but again, 42, great win. Deuces. See you at Vegas.
Okay, well, congratulations on your P3, and we wish you good luck at Las Vegas on Thursday. As we got a lot of Kiki fans in the chat, so we got a lot of good Kiki fans cheering on. We gotta go to second place finisher Trick, who wow, loses it after dominating the whole race. Trick, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I gotta ask you, what happened on the final lap, final corner? It looked like you sent it in, you hit the inside wall entering 3, and you just lost the race. Tell us what happened from your point of view.
Well, I figured 42 was gonna at least make a little bump to push me up the track, so obviously I got as low as I could and exceeded that limit and hit the wall. And it washed me up the track a little bit, which allowed the 42 to get inside of me, but overall, really fun race, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we also got to talk to you about the 10. Apparently the 10's not happy. He was leading on the white flag going into turns 1 and 2. It looked like you did hit him at one point. But tell us, what was your angle and your side of that incident right there?
Well, I was following behind him. Wasn't going to use a bumper yet. I was going to wait till 3 and 4. And following him into the corner, he went below the yellow line. I guess he hit the brakes. His car got a little sideways, and I just finished him off. So, there's really nothing I could have done there anyways. It was either run him over or both of us get run over, and I'm not going to get run over. So, decided to handle it myself and try and fight for a win.
Okay. Well, anything you want to say or shout out before we get to your winner here tonight?
Thank you, as always, and thanks everybody for racing tonight. Really fun. Congrats to Kiki.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Well, congratulations on your P2, and we wish you good luck at Las Vegas on Thursday.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go on to your winner here today. The man who's going to get his first career high side win after being in this league, I think, for 4 seasons. I think this is his 4th season, and finally gets over the hump. Truly, Kiki gets the W here tonight at Pheonix. Kiki, you got a copy there, buddy. Make sure your audio is included.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. What a win. You come to Pheonix, you get it done. Tell us, how does it feel after finishing second to Colin a bunch of times, after finishing second to Trick a bunch of times? You finally do it after 4 seasons and get the W.
It feels great. It feels great. My car was really fast tonight, as I got plowed a couple of times, and I spit on pit road like once, and I thought my race was over. And the 18 came up on the track on me, and I thought my race was over. But the cautions really helped me get through for the win. So cautions just really did it.
Yeah, we do have to go through the final lap with you. It looked like a very chaotic final lap. Can you take us through the final lap and tell us how you won the race?
Yeah, I was gonna try to go on the outside of the 10, try and get a good run to set up the back stretch into turn 3 and 4, or turn 1 and 2, wherever you want to call it. So, and I got in the middle, braked a little, went around the outside, went to the 10 and the 9, kind of got together and went on from there.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Well, anything you want to say or shout out here before we end the stream here tonight?
Thanks to everyone for the congratulations. Always shout out to you for the streams.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your win, man. And we'll wish you good luck at Las Vegas on Thursday.
Thank you.
No problem. That's going to be it for tonight at Pheonix. What a race here tonight from Pheonix. An absolute barn burner of a finish. Side by side at the line. Wow, a lot of things are going to be talked about after this race. You know, a lot of tempers flared tonight as well, so it's going to definitely be interesting to see what happens going into our final West Coast race of the West Coast Swing at Las Vegas. It's going to be a little bit fun. Thank you for everyone tuning in and watching. I am Air Just Cause. We'll see you guys on Thursday.